So let it be done.
If you got a flyer, you know where you are. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Heritage Hip Hop Podcast. My name is Karev, and I thank you for joining me this very evening as we celebrate Black History Month on Heritage Hip Hop, and we talk to the artists that make up our culture. See, Heritage Hip Hop is more than music. We introduce you to your future favorite artists today while celebrating those veterans who have established this hip hop culture that and we build upon their shoulders into something great. Though the world has always tried to take away from our people and our story, we've always made movements that made people aware of who we are and our connection to the Most High God. If it wasn't for SNCC and SCLC, we wouldn't have Martin Luther King Jr. If it wasn't for the Nation of Islam, we wouldn't have Malcolm X and the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. And if it wasn't for the Black Panther Party, we would never have had Fred Hampton, Eldridge Cleaver, Tupac Shakur, Paris, and countless others. And even with that, after the Black Panther Party, we had hip hop. And hip hop has given us an identity. So if you like what you hear, please hit the like button, comment, subscribe, join us. But please, when you come in here, hit the like button because we need to hit the algorithm. Join us on YouTube. Join us wherever you are, but hit that like button and come to the conversation. Tonight, I'm going to talk to an artist that puts his belief and puts his revolutionary attitude on the line with every line he says. See, hip hop has not always been about beats. It always has been about expression. And this is my guy right here. I've known him for years, even before the hip hop. And there's always been a matter of respect between me and him because while he did his thing, I could watch him and know he was true to who he is, not true to the opinions of people that was around him. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to introduce you to Dutch40. What's up, bro?
Whoa. Good evening, brother. What's good?
Hey, man, that was a hell of an introduction, I think.
Nah, hey, I appreciate it. I appreciate you. I appreciate everything that you do for the culture. You know that.
Yeah, salute. But hey, this is not only
that's
about
why I call you King Karev, because you waving the flag and holding the cross. People gotta give you respect.
I appreciate that. Thank you very much. But this is about more than the culture. This is about the attitude of not acceptance, but the attitude of not being accepted and being okay with it, because this is Black History Month. This is the month where our people went through, we recognize what our people went through, even the lies that was told about our people, even the false ideologies of Black History Month itself. But like this, there's no Wakanda, but the mindset of Wakanda is beautiful. We take all that to make something great. I want to ask you this question to start off this interview. What makes hip hop great when Dutch40 does hip hop music?
I believe that Black soul runs the world. You feel me? Just like to get all the resources for the world out of Africa, even for the batteries in your cell phone. American culture is Black culture. American music is Black music. And America is the biggest brand in the world. Hip hop is the biggest culture in the world. Hip hop runs the world. Straight up.
That's true, because now that we see that hip hop has people in Japan breakdancing, you know what I'm saying? It has people in Africa. Shout out to Swadu running for council person, just like Do It All. Shout out to Do It All. And dropping albums. Hip hop is political. Hip hop is worldly. Hip hop is music. Hip hop is lifestyle. But we always have people say hip hop is a culture. Can you define what hip hop culture is so people can understand what your understanding of culture is?
Once again, hip hop is Black soul. And when you think about hip hop as a culture, Bun B's making burgers. You understand? No matter what you do as a culture, because once again, McDonald's and soul food are two different opposite ends of the spectrum. So I don't mean to be racial, but there are white people that in their DNA, they're very uptight. when they get the IV of hip hop into their soul, then anything's possible. Justin Timberlake could start dance like Michael Jackson. I'm just saying, some people get it confused when we say culture, but it's AWOL. It's a way of life, just like Islam. You understand? People that are really into hip hop that come to the funeral, they wearing the t-shirts. You understand? They're not conforming to the moment. They're bringing themselves in the moment. And we that are born in hip hop, you don't have to rap, you don't have to dance, but I can see it in how you move, how you speak. Me myself, because you know I do street promotions. I can see you in the crowd. You can't lie to me. You can't hide. You can't hide it. And I just to chime in, or whatever what you said before, across the seas and across the world, they like real hip hop, and they're like trying to hold on to the roots of hip hop, while over here they're saying, "Oh, that's past tense, old school." Nah, real is real.
Real is real. Shout out to the sirens. You dropping knowledge and they coming? Like, what's going on? But realistically speaking, though, you know what makes hip hop so grand? Shout out to the sirens. They are trying to shut this down, but we're not. You know what I'm saying? You know what makes hip hop grand? On there's a TV show. I don't remember which one it is. I think it's America's Got Talent or something like that. They talked to Elton John about Jesus Christ. They asked Elton John about who about the people who are in it. And he said if a black person doesn't win, it's rigged, because black people do everything so well that the world take notice and learns. Being that one of the greats said that, what is the responsibility of taking your talent and going to somewhere people don't normally go because it's God gifted and not just you doing it? What do you think?
It's about purpose and drive. Like we have a lot of sheep that are following the path, but the sheep that are following the herd. That's what I mean to say. But to blaze your own trail, to go where other people aren't going, that's what we really need to do, because it's needed. It's not really easy to put into words, but getting away from the herd is what needs to be popularized. We need propaganda to get more people to blaze their own individual trail, because we got to break out these chains. The chains still remain on the souls and the brain. I'm not trying to freestyle right now, but I'm just telling you that a lot of people are in a very trapped mindset, and Jesus Christ didn't stay with the saints. He went and hung out with the sinners to spread the gospel.
That's impactful. That's impactful because hip hop came from the people who were counted out. A world famous MC said, shout out to Chuck D, he said, "My skin is my sin." And ever since you've come into the world with a certain skin tone or language, you were labeled, outcasted, and the goods of your life were taken away from you to make you suffer. But to make something from nothing that changes the world, not only is God given, it's spiritual, and it's also, I'm trying to think of the right word. It's spiritual, but it's also foretold and destined. What is the destiny of an MC to you? And how does an MC fulfill his destiny while making music?
Well, number one, they say pressure busts pipes, but it makes diamonds. And hip hop was birthed in a era of struggle and oppression. And so it is the voice of the voiceless, even if it gets pop and popularized. But say that question one more time. Just answer the question.
What is the destiny of an MC, and how does the MC fulfill his destiny when he makes music?
The destiny of every MC is manifest destiny. Like Biggie Smalls was rapping about mansions and yachts before he had the mansions and yachts, and that's everybody's ability as non-MCs and MCs, is to be able to make the thoughts manifest. And so hip hop is like a alchemic formula of being able to focus on that goal, make it reverberate, make the people in the crowd feel it, give it back to you until it becomes you. So it's not really about not having money, and because that actually, I guess it is. You can fake it till you make it. People that don't really have money, they could get some fake money. They could rent that car. They can get on TikTok. They could look big. People like, damn, they big. Now they get, you understand, because they believe you. So you could fake it till you make it in whatever way you want. You understand? So we can keep manifesting the baller and and whatever women are doing to get their money, because they're doing whatever they got to do to get their money. But we can manifest greater, and hip hop is the essence of being able to create that reverberation with reality, to create the whatever reality that we want. And to put a cap on what I'm saying is that the powers that be, they know that, so they put the carrot in front of our nose to make the reverberation. Oh no, they say that conscious music is not popular because that's not what the people want. But the two biggest artists are Cole and Kendrick. The other is Drake. So it's already, we already know it's not true. The people want more. They always want more.
I want to build on something that you just said. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching the Heritage Hip Hop Podcast, or listening, or whatever you're streaming your podcast at right now. You said manifest destiny is the MC's destiny. That's their job, to manifest the destiny that they have.
Yeah.
Manifest destiny is the religion that destroyed this country and took it away from the brown people that were here before. Because funny thing, man, since it's Black History Month, we got to talk
I know
history.
exactly what you're talking about.
I mean, when you think about the people who came to America on the Mayflower, those were not the people that England wanted. They kicked them out. And those barbarians came here and colonized and settled. And then they had a religion called Manifest Destiny, where they believed God told them to come here and destroy people so they could become the gods on earth and have their way. And as an MC manifests, because through the power of speaking, people will believe, people will start to move, people will take the power of thought and the power of speech and make it into a new way of living. How did hip hop manifest itself to you so you could take that destiny of an MC and go and take your life to the next level as an orator, artist, culturalist, etc.?
Hip hop was a lifesaver to me. I know we're gonna talk about my family whenever, but I got no. Even before my life got bad, I didn't have I had talent. I was a person. I didn't know who I was as far as having a purpose, and hip hop was always in the background of my life. Hip hop, I was always into it. I guess I might have got to a point because I didn't start rapping at 16, 17, 18, maybe 19, 20, something like that, a little bit after that in college, where I just got a very empty feeling, and then it just became, hip hop was a game, freestyle. You saying just anything that comes to mind. You want to say it better, and now you want to talk about something. And I had Deuce and Sheep to thank for that, because my mother raised us, and she raised us to have morals, foundation, and a revolutionary mindset. She was a rebel poet when we was young, taking us out to wherever she had to do her spoken word, and we was in the back of the bar while she's talking about cop sirens and whatever the pains of life are. So when I got to a point where I was so empty that I needed to figure out my direction, it was hip hop, progress, and what am I fighting for? And it just became obvious. You feel me? Because I grew up under the KGB tree, and so if you're not saying something that matters, then why are you saying anything? And I think it was Tupac that said you're supposed to learn the game and then spit the game. You understand? So it became the game of life, and and it's David versus Goliath. It's David versus Goliath. It's the man versus the machine. Because if you know about the attack that we're under, why back when we was young, everybody wanted to do it. Everybody wanted to break the system apart. That's that when we had the black medallions, when we had the HBCU sweatshirts, where X Clan was everybody's favorite group, we all was on it, and it went somewhere else. You feel me? I just stayed on it.
Ain't nothing
Straight
wrong
up.
with that. And shout out to your mom for instilling the importance of speech. Because the good book says, whether you believe it or not, it does say power of life and death resides in the tongue. Because you could speak life into yourself and others, or you could speak death into yourself and others as well.
Facts.
And that's what makes hip hop so interesting to me, is because when we let other people put their investments into it, that's when the death talk got so prevalent. And it seems like today, to take advantage of hip hop, they always give the youth the lead. And the youth does take the charge because they got the energy to go forward. But when you do that, you take away the know-how, the guidance, and experience so that they cannot be groomed the right way. You agree?
I agree. Yo, hey, when you speaking, I'm thinking that's wise words from a wise man. And there's a person on my Facebook list that became a Facebook friend recently. He's an OG in the game, making beats since he was 16 for the old school, and making beats for the people that's out now. And he's on some Drake verse most. It's Drake. He's on some old heads be quiet if you're over 40 while you speaking, but it takes a village to raise the children, and we need the whole village to be able to have their word. And yes, you're right. The youth from the 60s to now, like, they always have the energy to push the envelope and create and have the energy to make change, because the grown people's working 9 to 5, and we don't always have the energy to be out there marching straight. You feel me? But as far as whose voice should be heard and reverberate, it's all of us. Everybody should have something to say, and hopefully, common sense can still be common sense. You feel me?
But with hip hop changing, and we talk about the manifest of destiny, sometimes it's our responsibility to manifest the destinies that will cut short. Now, you know where we're going, but we're not going there yet.
Okay.
Because people highlight the known MCs so much. So I'm going to ask you about 2 known MCs that passed away, and then we're going to go into family.
Okay.
Tupac has become a revered figure in hip hop culture. Probably even to some lengths that is totally out there, like makes him like Batman or something. He's a superhero now. but
They think he's in Cuba right now.
yeah, right. Like,
He watching us.
I don't even want to talk about that. But in his death, his words got even more popular.
Mhm.
On the flip side, Nipsey Hussle died.
Okay.
And no one has picked up the charge to manifest the Bitcoin talking hip hop or the cryptocurrency talking hip hop, except for Tory Lanez.
Mhm.
And Tory Lanez right now, due to other circumstances, he's in jail, and we don't hear anybody pick up that mantle. How important is it to always manifest something, whether it's your destiny or not, if it is part of the culture moving forward?
Well, it's just about positives and negatives. And Nipsey Hussle definitely was on the cutting edge, because we hear what's happening with the American dollar, the way that things are moving, the way that things might be in the next 10 to 20 years. And so Nipsey Hussle was pushing us in a way where we could be prepared for what's to come. The people in charge don't always like that. You feel me? Tory Lanez was out there in the realm of people that had a lot more access than himself, and being a rebel rouser. People they don't like that. The squeaky wheel can get the oil, but it can also get knocked out, because now you making too much noise. You feel me? But we need to focus on the future, because if we're stuck in the moment, then we'll get avalanched by time. Yeah, things are moving real fast.
And time is something that we take for granted because we don't know how much time we have. You come from a lineage of hip hop where we have men who are now ancestors and speak to us through the music, also through the spirit. I want to give a shout out to Chief Polo Fresh and give a shout out to Deuce H. Wood the Fifth. As you've lived and was groomed and actually walked your own hip hop destiny with family that were high level in their own styles and their own personalities, how do you manifest their destinies as you continue to drop projects and rhyme from your heart, not just from your mind?
Well, I'm the KGB super soldier. I was Deuce and Chief was my forefathers in the game. That Deuce is my older brother, 4 years older than me. Chief, my older cousin, 4 years older than me, and we grew up in the same setting, same apartment. When I was 4, they was right under us, apartment under apartment. When I was 6 and up, we was always together. We were always together, and we were always different. Deuce was always Deuce. Chief was always the cool one. When he was 10, he had a mustache. Probably 7. You feel me? But Chief was the god of rap. He said he wrote the Boogie Bible and the KGB Quran. You understand? Like and he when Chief passed, to not ramble too much, when Chief passed, my motto was WWCD. What would Chief do? I got to keep it on my mind and heart. Deuce, we was Cain and Abel. You understand? But I was able to raise Cain. Like I'm talking about, like we were at odds the whole time, but he taught me, led me, saved my life. He's the one. If you didn't know, there was a period of time where Deuce started heading out to Harlem, effing with Gutter, my man, and Gutter passed. Chief passed 2018. Right after that, Gutter passed the next August. My dad passed the year after that. Deuce passed like the year after that, back to back to back. But when Deuce was going out to Harlem messing with Gutter, Gutter was like a jizzer. He built a studio in his apartment on Section 8, like wood walls and everything. He was a little genius. He was making money over there, making bread in different fashions. And Chief was like, "That's not professional." Deuce invited me out there when we wasn't even the best of friends. When I first started rapping, this is my last 40 seconds. When I first started rapping, I was calling Chief's phone from college, and I was spitting verses on his voicemail. And I got possessed with the love of words, and I started leaving voicemail messages on his cell phone. And then they didn't invite me into the group. I made my own project that got lost in the song. Like I started to give out CDs in Newark, and I would like only Chief's other younger brother Kwame got one copy of that album, and it's pretty good. But when Chief wasn't going out to Harlem, Deuce invited me out, and when he invited me out, I was in a big depression. And Deuce invited me out. Started going to the studio. Back, it was like we making 5 songs a night, shooting 5 videos a night, and she was like, "Whoa, y'all making product," and then we all started rolling. We like there was different times. He saved my life when I started making my albums back to back. I gave them energy, and we all fed off each other. Right before Deuce passed is when we did that video for this show or show off, and he never. And this is the last thing I'll say. He never stopped evolving. That song is on my album. It's called The Show. But his flow, his whole Comic-Con thing, and I just want to leave that out there. Do you know anybody in the existence of hip hop that has a brand like Comic-Con?
No.
But the way he was rapping and what he's rapping about, nobody could think that could be cool. And it's really freaking cool, yo.
Yeah, it was
It's
good.
really good.
But see, that's the thing I want to say, because once again, rest in peace to Chief Boogie, aka Polo Fresh. Rest in peace to Deuce H. Wood V. Hip hop, when you talk about manifesting, when you take the ageism and put it into hip hop, you take away the manifestation power of experience. Look at what Killer Mike just accomplished at the sweep at the Grammys. When people like, "Nah, should have won," or "This person should have won." I'm glad they didn't, because if you look at it, the person who won is supposed to be outdated, or he's not popular, or he's aged out of hip hop, which goes to show any independent artist that's on here that's watching, not only yourself, no one can define when you're going to hit but you, and no one can define the importance of your message but you. And all it takes is for the right people and the right timing to be heard. And that's why none of your music is outdated. None of your music is old. That's why you will always be hot no matter when you drop. Shout out to the people that's watching. We got people on here watching. Hit the like button, please, so we can hit the algorithm. Thank you for watching. And I wanna end the Let's Build part of this interview on this part right here as before we go on. The message never dies, but people.
Hold on.
The message never dies, but the people who try to destroy hip hop really tries to take the best out of hip hop, which is our soul, which is our spirit, which is our know-how. You know what I'm saying? Hip hop is bigger than just being the MC. Hip hop is bigger than just rhyming or being on turntables or what you wear. That's why I hate the term culture vulture, because for a vulture to survive, it has to eat off of something dead. And if hip hop isn't a living culture, then how can we have vultures if it's not dead? It's alive. So here's my question to you based on everything I was saying. Because hip hop is alive and will never age out, let's finish what you said about Manifest Destiny on this. If music never is old because new ears could always hear it, then how do we fulfill the destiny of being an MC if we're not fully giving the world our all and just putting out music just because?
I think that that's about distribution, because if you're yelling in a forest, well, that's what they say. If a tree falls in the forest and nobody's there to hear it, doesn't make a sound. You understand? If there's nobody there to recognize it, vibe with it, that's what my whole movement is about. Because I have distributed thousands and thousands of CDs. I have the majority of anybody that's heard my music heard it because I every single day to yesterday or whatever, I'm like, yo, you like hip hop? Take your phone out. You feel me? Like when me and Flo made Black Heart Nights, he was like, yo, everybody got the cell phone. How are we gonna get the music in the cell phone? I'm like, you tell them. You feel me? Like, yo, hey, yo, you right there. That's what I do. You feel me? So once again, if you're making music and you're not even putting it out, because I was in New York the other day, little dude I was working with selling some tour bus tickets. He was like, yeah, man, I'm making music. I know a couple people that's in the game. I was like, so you put it out? Nah, I just make it for fun. And he plays something for me, and it sounded like he was playing with it. You feel me? When you hear my shit, you know that I'm not playing. And I play my stuff, and he's like, oh, no. Hey, yo, he was trying to tell me, and he was mad young. He telling me a conversation I would have had many years ago, like, yo, why don't you just teach yourself to how to engineer? You don't gotta pay nobody. I'm like, yeah, but Push Buttons from New Jersey, he the best engineer in Jersey. So when people hear my shit, they're not gonna be like, oh, maybe you should get 2 more mixers. I've been there. Like with product that's finished, you can hear it right now. And at the time I distributed, so I was like, so when you gonna get that mastered? I'm like, man, you better listen to what I'm saying. But now this new project, last year, it was my biggest investment at whatever. I wouldn't even. I guess I was for anybody that want to do music, go to Push Buttons MO Sound Lab Studio on Grove Street. I don't know if I should say the price, but it wasn't crazy. But I definitely could have bought a little hoopty with it. You feel me? But instead of a hoopty, I got this album called Terrordome. That's immaculate in its quality. Production beats by Brooklyn Vex. The beats is immaculate. The sound is immaculate. And I really meditated bar for bar. You understand?
I thank you for sharing that with us. We are ended the portion of the Let's Build part of the Heritage Hip Hop Podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. Make sure you hit the like button, comment, join in on the conversation, and we'll be back after this pause.
Ooh.
Stay tuned.
Hey, Redman is in the building, of course. Jersey's finest, all about them bars, marijuana smoker. Hey, PSA announcement. I need everybody go support. That's right, support my fucking state, my city. Heritage Hip Hop, a New Jersey media source that celebrates New Jersey hip hop worldwide. Facts. And we are celebrating our legends right here, Jersey, baby. Please subscribe to Heritage Hip Hop on social media. That is Heritage Hip Hop on social media. Jersey, you know I love you. Jersey, you know we got bars and we got music and we got legends all day. And if you believe in Jersey and you love Jersey like I do, support that heritage hip hop on all social media platforms. This is Redman and I approve this message.
We're back. And thank you, everybody. Shout out to the OG Redman for the shout out. Now,
That's big.
Oh man, that's love right there. And I can't wait to get some more people. Shout out to KRS-One. I was able to chill with him. Got to kick it with KRS-One. Hopefully look forward to being a member of the Temple of Hip Hop soon. And I look forward to meeting more people, salute. But now we can't have an artist on without talking about their project, because that would be blasphemous to me. You know what I'm saying? Let's go in detail. Everybody, if you've seen the flyer for the show, this is the cover of the new album right here.
Yeah.
Dutch40, Terrordome. Terrordome is a very interesting word that you put up there, and I want to focus on that. Why did you name your project Terrordome, and what does the Terrordome mean to you?
Well, number one, we like double entendres, and it's a play on the Public Enemy song Terrordome. Welcome to the Terrordome. Number two, my a previous album of mine was called Mercy Killing in the Devil's Playground. And anytime I distributed or promoted the album, I explained the title, because mercy killing is like euthanasia. You take somebody out for their benefit. I believe in our evolution, we gotta kill ego to evolve. One of the basic principles. Number two, that's mercy killing. The Devil's Playground is idle hands, idle mind, and that's a game they play. So Terrordome is a statement in the belief of the power of the mind, power of the words, and power of the will. Because if you're where there's a will, there's a way, and there's power in that, in the will to make a way. You understand?
I believe that, because the actual definition of Terrordome is a futuristic ghetto in which blacks are pushed to live in against their will.
Yeah.
And if that's not what American society is, ladies and gentlemen, if that's not what racist society is, not just in America, we really have to look at what a terrordome is. Because a dome, you think of something that sits on top of you, and that's terror on top of you, right? But to be placed in to be put in a place where you're not comfortable is terrible.
Mm-hmm.
Terrible, terrordome. And terror also means land. So when you're in a place where you're fighting to live, not also fighting to survive, you're going to be put in a situation where you have to fight.
Yeah.
And Welcome to the Terrordome was also Mike Tyson's theme song when he used to come to the ring.
Wow.
Because he's putting you in a position where you have to fight for your life, which is battle. Hip hop being a battle, and you bringing up Terrordome makes me think of this. What was the major fight that you wanted the world to know or to acknowledge when listening to your album?
Once again, I'm a revolution rapper, so the fight with the system is always that David versus Goliath, man versus machine. The first song, RWA, Rebel with an Attitude, is all about getting up, because like Public Enemy said, do you know what time it is? That's what I got at the end of that song. But that album really is about the fight and understanding that we are not our ops. Our ops are living much better than us. There are broke millionaires because they're living check to check. If they stop making money for 2 years, they all their investments may not pan out. You understand? Like the mindset that we're in, like the whole Poor Kings thing. We've been misfed, misled, miseducated. You understand? And this is the fight. And we don't gotta burn down the towers, throw rocks at the courthouse. We just don't have to play their game. You understand? And where I am is always sirens. 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning. I live in the heart of Newark. You understand? Summertime they had the barbecue out here. Shots rang out 20 minutes into it. No, it's free barbecue. No more barbecue. But the The fight is about recognizing that God is omnipotent, omnipresent in everything in us, around us. It is us. I be in New York and niggas be trying to either give me stop belief. The people that I hustle and work with, they not on that vibration to elevate, and everybody ain't gonna be invited to the celebration. You understand? But when I say I'm the most high, I mean you're the most high. Like Rasta say, it's I and I. So I don't know if I'm saying too much to answer your questions, but that fight is with ourselves. That's it. You understand? Like we gotta recognize the attacks all around us. Why? Why is hip hop controlled? Why is the water bad? Why is Popeye chicken got 57 chemicals? I don't know. It's so delicious. I can't eat it no more. You feel me? Like, but that's the war. You understand? Like to recognize the why, because uh just so you know, and this is a side subject. But when I was putting myself together, Dutch40, besides being a baby of Lauryn Hill, Eminem, and Mos Def, that's Ember, that's Dutch40, Matrix, and Fight Club. Matrix and Fight Club. Tyler Durden was just like some old wannabe caveman trying to bring down the system of credit and corporate control. You understand? The Matrix was trying to break the trap for your mind, because the Matrix is a trap built for your mind. I explained to my wife last night. You understand? So we're still in that game. We got to have a fight club with the Matrix, but really the only person that we got to fight is ourselves.
True statements, because y'all know the Nash poets. The revolution will not be televised, but the revolution was here.
Yeah.
In a man's life, we fight 3 revolutions. We fight the revolution of society, we fight the revolution of self, and we fight the revolution of procreation and self-benefit. Because we want to leave a legacy. So you fight to let the world know you exist. You fight the powers that be to try to take you out the world, and then you fight to live on, because it's hard to find someone that you could procreate with and keep a bond with. Think about this, yo, because we're talking about revolutionary, right?
Mm-hmm.
This revolution, the revolutionary thought is to ask why, and then stand on your beliefs.
Mm-hmm.
Like I teach people this. They say men and women are the opposite sex. I think that's a lie. I think men and women are complementary, because when we complement each other, come together, we create new life. That's the God gene.
Like the yin and the yang. Come on now.
Right. But when we're opposites, that means we do this, so we fight. And just like these women nowadays are figuring out that all the women that tell them to have hot girl summers and to sleep with many men are wifed up or married and telling them to be whores while they're not. Now people waking up to that. Now people are also waking up to the point that life is bigger than the image.
Mm-hmm.
Life is bigger than the secret that's being told to them, that sells them all the negative things that they want to believe or not believe.
Mm.
That's why I think listening to a lot of this album was so important, because when you challenge a person to think, you challenge them to grow. And growth is the hardest thing for a man to do. I want to ask you about one track in particular as we talk about growth. Shout out to RWA, because you set off the album really good with Revolutionary with Attitude. I like that.
Thank you.
But you had a hell of a song in Self-Control. Talk to me about Self-Control and how that came about, and what the message was that you wanted everybody to know. Self-Control. Shout out to Maximus, who said, the woman is made from the rib, right? Well, there's an allegory to that too, if you know what the rib stands for. We'll get to that later. But tell me about Self-Control and what that means.
My brother, thank you so much for really listening and hearing. All my albums are my babies, and I don't have a favorite one just because my newest one is the most precious. All my songs are microcosm, macrocosm. Is all part of the same revolutionary tactic, but we got to hit them with different levels, different flows, different vibes. So Self-Control is like every other song, but it's the essence. It's like you know how I forgot what it's called musically, but James Brown, when he broke it down and started saying that same thing over and over again, that
the chants and all that,
that's
the
what
loops
hip
and all
hop
that.
is, because James Brown was the first one to start breaking down the funky parts. That's why he's the god of funk. Hip hop grabbed that. That's why James Brown is the most sampled. But then hip hop was able to reach back. Hip hop is the essence of blackness. We can reach back from the past and bring it to the future. And self control is a reverberation. That's what we need. That's the essence of the evolution, is to just control yourself. So that's why it's the funkiest. And that's not even a song. That's is an interlude. It's so sweet. It's a pill. All my songs, I said last night on A Squad Rebel Radio, but all my songs, Dutch40, my songs are sound bombs. I am an alchemist. I focus. This album, heavy meditation, Terrordome. Self-control came to me last. I was done with the album and wondering, should I do skits? Like, I could do comedic skits. I could do voice and characters. I could have added 2 skits, 5 skits. I started thinking about too many skits. I said, F those skits. Let me tell them what they need to hear. And I was smoking I wanted to go shop in supermarket outside of ShopRite, and I was smoking. I'm like, self-control, self-control. I just came to me, yo. I was in the studio with Push Button recording. Charlize was there, Lucky Lefty, and I went in the studio and on the spot that came up with that. You better watch yourself, and that's just from a whole separate song. The Beat Nuts. We all the looks this year, and it just came. It just the things that I need, they come to me. God gives them to me because that's what I need, and that self-control. It just came. It just came together too quick, too sweet.
Word. I like that you said that, because inspiration to an artist happens anywhere, and you have to catch it and seize the moment. How did you seize the moment to make Word Spell? And let's talk about the spell on words, because like we said, the power of life and death comes from the tongue, and the power of inspiration comes from your breath, because inspiration means spirit, and spirit in many religions means breath.
Mm-hmm.
So how does Word Spell capture those elements, and what did you say in that song?
King Karev, you touching my heart, brother. Nah, pause the interview. You touching my heart right now. Thank you so much. Word Spell, to me, it may not got the most streams on my YouTube, but it's one of the most necessary songs. And that's what KGB is best at, breaking down the concept. I was waiting for you to ask about that, because back in the day, Deuce, Chief, me, Flo, we used to sit around the table. What's the concept? And we'd be like brainiacs there in silence for a good 20 something minutes. You understand? We break down a subject like this is the essence. And Word Spell, what I say, if you mix vocab with the vocals and the accent, cause and effect goes from minor to massive. You can teach classes or put people in caskets. You can spell a word or cast a spell like magic. I think it might have been this other song, Coast to Coast. I said they twisted up the language like they was writing in cursive. Like, that the English language is a twisted language with a lot of hidden things in it. You understand? You know that, right? Good morning. I won't even go into it.
Yeah, English. The English we speak now is a pidgin language. It's a whole slang off of the Queen's English and other languages like Latin, because most people spoke our language as like Latin, so people could have a basic language to speak so that they could do trades.
Mm-hmm.
Now imagine how that went from trading to now incantations, lusts, and also healing.
Mm-hmm. But now we're stuck with what we have to communicate. You understand? I'm not a Christian. I got my own beliefs, but I believe in belief. I believe in the reverberation, and I'm not perfect, but I got recent debates with Christians in New York City talk about, oh, blah blah blah. You don't believe in the word of God. You don't believe. I'm like, yo, you gotta be careful with that. Be careful. You understand? And they ask me, what do you call God? Yes, I call God Yahweh, but that's how I, and then I say Ashe. I mix my Yahweh with Ashe, to balance out my spirit, because I gotta give my ancestors salutes and props and respect. You understand? But it's about your intention in your sentences. It's about it's about love. You understand? So if so, you don't have to worry about the poison in the Kool-Aid if you are pure. You understand? Watch what you take in, watch what you put out, but watch your cause and effect, and make sure that your heart stays as light as a feather. And then we're going back to the basic principles of Kemet. But we're stuck with this English. I'm not about to learn Swahili. That's just me. You understand? But Black Americans we are the prodigal child. Black soul runs the world, but Black Americans, Africans have a great deal of pain. But Black Americans are the leaders of the soul movement in the world. They look to us like, where are we going? And we got to get a hold of this thing. You understand? I only got so many years before I die. I'm trying to have my effect. But Black Americans, you just a side note, you know that the black dollar is the most spent dollar in America because we're spenders, we're not savers. We could control our destiny. Everything that we want is in reach. Everything that we want is in reach. I promise you. We just need some unity. We need to use these words. We need to use our thoughts, use our actions, use our love, use this music. It's not just music. It's not just a culture. It's deeper. And we run this. We rule this.
I'm glad you said that, because I do believe in the Christian belief, and I think a lot of us teach it or understand it wrong, because people teach us from what they want and not what we need, and it comes with your own study. Because one thing Christ or Jesus, Yeshua, whatever you want to call him, said was, make friends with money, because you never know when that friend could come in need. And you have a song on your album called Money, and one of the hardest features I heard on it was from Shalito. Shout out to Shalito, yo. We got to give Shalito some respect as a Jersey MC and also as an MC, period. Shalito came in, even talked about the banking system a little bit and things. I mean, y'all really put it down on value, because the song was mostly about value. What is the value of hip hop today, and what is the value of the message in hip hop today?
Well, like I'm gonna keep saying it, Black soul runs the world, hip hop runs the world. If they want to sell a car, if they want to sell beer, they want to sell the Hey yo, they got this football commercial, bro. You probably seen it on YouTube. Toby Ngwingwe, if I can't say his name right, and Ocho Cinco. You didn't see them, right? They have a commercial that keeps playing on my YouTube because they want to do a movement to let these football players celebrate. They're rapping. Toby, he took over the world with good, positive hip hop. If you want to sell anything, hip hop is the way to do it. But we're still in a back in the day movement where these guys manage to do the business, and I'm the talent. You understand? So they're controlling the money and they're getting the benefit, and I'm really a well-paid slave at the end of the day on most levels. You understand? So and we can get out of that. We can get out of that. Make your money work for you. That's what you're supposed to do. Get a brand and promote it, just like a poster do. You feel me?
But check this out. Even when Shalito talked about Zelle, I think she talked about Zelle in her verse and Cash Apps or something like that. I think so. We gotta remember. I will say this. Back in the day, they used to say, go to school if hip hop don't work. Now they say do hip hop if school don't work. The dichotomy of language and even the use of understanding has changed when it comes to hip hop, because hip hop has grown to become not only world changing, but educational. The educational value of hip hop has changed to the point where it's taught at universities. And now people, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know this, listen to me. People are now going back to collect vinyl, cassettes, and CDs, because now the value of the actual hard copy is going up and the MP3 value is going down. While it may be good to have MP3s, keep your hard copies, because those are worth serious money now. They're like books. Don't throw away your books because you have stuff on ebooks. Keep the hard copy because there's a value to it. And one song besides money, you had another song that talked about value, and it was the value of power. Talk to me about Godzilla. I need to
Oh,
know about the
brother.
power of Godzilla.
Nah, Godzilla is the second song from the end, and that's where I get into the finale, and that's what I was talking about earlier. Is that when I call myself the Most High, I'm calling you Most High, and they call me God, Zigzagzilla. Do you know about you don't know? Do you know anything about 5%ers?
Of course, shout out to the gods and earths.
So
Shout out. Oh, before we do it, shout out to Harmony Equality. Harmony is one of my sisters I build with on Twitter. Yo, I love you, sis, in many ways. Go ahead, Joe.
So Godzilla, I got inspired. I took some inspiration from RZA and Jizza because they said that the path to knowledge is not a straight path. It takes many turns back and forth to get to the truth, knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. And so that's where the Zigzagzilla comes in. And so that's where I'm second before the last song, song on the album. To me, it balances with Line 'Em Up. If you want to talk about that later, but it's just crazier, and it's really me. It's just really me showing my ass. but while the people are like look like just like Nipsey Hussle said, when gangbangers are gang banging, they might be going to the ops hood. They're really looking for themselves because they're not looking for that square that's walking how they don't walk, dressing how they don't dress. But when they go to the other ops hood, they see the person that's walking how they walk, dressing how they dress. They know that's the ops, and they looking to take themselves out. You understand? So when I say I walk 8 miles, just look my ops in the eye. They probably in the building, in the office, suit and tie, making decisions that'll make your whole neighborhood die. And I was waiting for you to ask about that because I'm glad to because I was thinking about Flint, Michigan, and Katrina, because the people are making decisions that will take out your whole hood, literally. Literally. Like I don't see how more people don't want to be on the revolution vibe, and whoever don't want to be on it, I don't care. I'm here to raise rebels and be a rebel rouser, wake people up that's not wake, and cause a galvanization of the people that actually care to make a difference. Not that you could be Christian, Muslim, anything, white, black, Asian. If you have the same goals, then we get more power together.
Good point. Because no matter what religion you are, if you have brown skin, you consider the nigga in this country.
And even if you white and you don't got you get on it's the wrong time of day, they'll treat you like a nigga. I mean, on the scale, you know that a white man could walk around with a gun and not be treated like the little kid with the gun or a little kid with the toy gun. But I'm just saying, back in the slavery days, the poor whites, they wasn't that much better off than the blacks. After slavery, the free slaves, they had more job skills. We outshined the poor whites. That's why they hated and lynched so much. You understand? There was no races a while ago. I know this as a fact. I can't point the exact date, but the political powers that be, they needed to make sure that these people knew that they had some status, even though they didn't have money. I'm sorry, yeah, even though they have money. At least you're not a nigga. You understand? So because there was Sicilians, Italians, Greeks, Irish. You understand? And then they were like, nah, y'all white. They ain't even white. That's all propaganda. That's all separation. That's all divide and conquer.
Well, yeah, like I said, it's Black History Month, so let's give the people some context. In the 1600s, after people were leaving the plantations and things, there was a gentleman who through your history, I can't tell you names off of memory. I'm just doing this off memory right now. There
Do
was
your
a
own
gentleman.
Googling. Drop the knowledge.
Yeah, there was a gentleman who said when white was created as a social term, it was because people were scared of the large number of brown skinned people who were enslaved coming into power. So they made a new social status called white. And if you are an indentured servant, you could marry up into money, while Negroes and because the women were called negresses, Negroes and negresses had to stay poor. So y'all can look that up yourselves. Thank you for bringing that
We're
up.
talking facts on them, yo. Hey, yo, thank you so much for doing this right now. But we're speaking facts. It's wise words from wise men, and they could do their own Googling for the specifics. But these games have been going on. Slavery, when they had to end slavery, just like they had to stop the Vietnam War. If they didn't have to, they would not have. And they just keep changing these little tactics. They're doing, you understand, they keep doing more and more. Just like when the black during the civil rights movement had so much power and steam, they created the women's liberation movement just to keep some separation going on. Like, listen, now are you going to be a black woman over there with these guys, or are you going to fight for women's rights because you want some more money? You understand? And they fed for the bait.
Sad stuff. Ladies and gentlemen, we thank you for watching the Heritage Hip Hop Podcast. As we begin to wind down, we're not finished with this project yet, because I want to ask you, are you heavily influenced by Wu-Tang?
Not heavily. I did listen to Wu-Tang. I wasn't the biggest Jizza fan. I got heavy into Method Man's first album. Especially that song, "When I First Stepped on the Scene, Niggas Was Petrified." You feel me? Like these are things. These are portions of my life where I got consumed by some music. And so even ODB, like ODB, for some reason, I could play that forever. So yeah, Wu-Tang was a movement. I was into the movement. Method Man and ODB, their projects, they got a lot of play. They got burnt out. Yeah.
I see, because you brought this song up, and I think I'm gonna finish on this song. Line 'Em Up is very Wu-Tang centric to me, because it's words, and you have to really pay attention so you don't get shot repeatedly by words and miss the message.
Mm-hmm.
How do you know when you have enough to say, and how do you know when you don't say enough on a song?
Well, as I said with Terrordome, because with the show, Deuce called me up, said, "You want to be on this song?" I wrote half that night, half in the morning. I'm done, and we did what we had to. We did is good, perfect. Whole Terrordome, every bar. I really would like meditate, smoke out, go to the car, have that private time, and really come up with like a bar a week. You feel me? I wouldn't sit here and just do both verses for you, but I'm pretty sure it was Line 'Em Up, where I said, "This is the roadmap for you to find a better you. I rock the chakras up in your spinal. Revolution will be televised. My vision is going viral." Like, in essence, even when I got songs like Wordspell, I got my stories, I got my concepts. In essence, I'm a battle rapper, and my battle is against the bigger ops. You understand? The bigger problems, the war against yourself. Like, I'm rapping against myself. You feel me? Like you gotta. What? This is a U-turn for you. I'm talking about on Line 'Em Up. I'm talking about I've reached the pinnacle for a better view, and that line is about like MLK saying, "I've been to the mountaintop." You understand? And that's where you get the better view. You understand? Like I know that everybody can't catch on, and I'm okay with that. In our last time we had an interview, we were talking about me being a barbarian, whether I could stay or beat. Now I know the debates or whatever people say. That's cool with me, but that's why Terrordome is what it is. It's a gem, it's a diamond, it's a multifaceted, giving you those different crystallized messages, crystallized words, liquid for the mind. And yeah, Line 'Em Up is one of them that'll is because just even that hook, I smack your face just to hear the sound. You understand? And then I just go extra, extra, extra dumb hard. We go, yo, I'm telling you, what the way I live is the way I rap. I go dumb hard. And in the face of opposition, and I've been faced with opposition, I stay calm in the storm. I don't react. I don't have to. You feel me? I don't have to. I'm connected. I'm connected.
And with that being said, everybody, we thank you for joining us on the Heritage Hip Hop Podcast. But this podcast is not over because we're going to challenge this man. Listen, you got 30 seconds. We're on Stand on Your Square. Tell them why they need your album and tell them why they need to listen to you. Go.
Hey, yo, it's Dutch40, the Rebel God, Rebel King, Aries, the God of War. Just like King Karev said, I'm your new favorite artist, your future favorite artist, and I'm trying to save the world. I got a belief. We need more people on the raise vibe than the down vibe, and we could do it. My music is made for you. I made it easy to love too. I made it easy to love. I cooked it up. You feel me? I put a little safrika, sazon. I put a little adobo, arroz con pollo. I put everything. I put my foot in that. You feel me? And you could hear it. Put that thing on, the whole album, 35 minutes, something like that. You gonna love it. I made it easy to love. If I didn't think that you would love it, and I'm talking to all of you, the whole world right here, right now, with me and King Karev, if I didn't think you love it, I would throw it in the trash. I wouldn't even tell you about it. I'm here for you. Whoa.
All right, everybody. So with that being said, it's time for the rapid fire questions. Are you ready?
Yep.
To sit in the hot seat. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're new to Heritage Hip Hop Podcast, Heritage Hip Hop, the rapid fire questions are not yes, no questions. These are questions designed to show the depth of knowledge of the MC, the culture, and his talents when it comes to hip hop. Now, today we're only going to do maybe 3 to 5 questions. We're going to keep it light. You know what I'm saying?
I'm ready for you. Let's go.
But here we go. Question number 1. When it comes to Black History Month and hip hop, who are the top 5 MCs that somebody should listen to honor Black history and learn as well?
5 top MCs: KRS-One, Rakim, Mos Def. I'm gonna throw in Black Thought to end that off. I'm gonna throw in Kendrick Lamar.
Kendrick Lamar, okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
All right, question number 2. A crown is defined by its pillars and the gem that stands in between it. As an MC, what are the pillars and what is the crown that makes it complete to MC?
I'm gonna say, because we talk about MCs, so wordplay, lyricism, content, flow, and besides content is purpose. Because you can have a good content and not even have a good purpose. I can hear it in you.
That's very profound. Here's another question. Terrordome sparks the mind. What song do you have sparks the movement?
Oh, that's the single. The only one you didn't talk about. Open the Gates. You want me to sing it for you? My song is a prayer. Open the gates for me. Woo woo woo. This is my destiny. Woo 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 woo. You feel me? When I'm telling you, because I'm bringing myself down. You feel me? Hallelujah. I'm gonna give it to you. Chaka booyah. I'm like Shaka Zulu with the brain of a computer shooter. 40-round drum. I'm packing something different. My words are bullets. I put words in a bullet so you get it. Rebellious alien. I come with peace. Until you push the button, that means you're releasing the beast. Even that word, that phrase right there. Until you push my buttons, that means you're releasing the beast. Hit the cop. That's a universal law, cause and effect. I deal with universal laws in the music because if there's every cause has an effect. Every cause is an effect from a previous cause. We gotta look back to go forward. You feel me? That open the gates. That's my prayer. That's a literal prayer, not for me, for us.
I'm glad you caught the alley-oop. Thank you,
my brother.
Let's do one more question before we close out for real. I'll ask you in the first interview, what is the legacy you leave behind that made hip hop better? As you know, this is the second interview, so you get a different question.
Okay.
So my question is not about the legacy you leave behind, it's the legacy you represent. Biggie Smalls' legacy, Notorious B.I.G.'s legacy, pardon me, is being the king. And we have all these different things of him to remind us of his importance. DMX and Pac's legacy is the heart and the soul of the culture, because through pain, one man rose to lead a generation, and through pain, one man rose to represent a generation.
Mm-hmm.
Last but not least, there's Dutch40. A Dutch40 is going to represent hip hop in what way so that it lives on past his purpose, but it manifests the destiny of future people who listen to his music?
Well, I was a baby rebel, a rebel baby, and now I've grown. Now my mission is to raise rebel babies. You feel me? Like I'm raising soldiers. They'll never get sold because I teach them the power of soul plus purpose and self control. If you know about my about my graffiti history. I was I even put it up when under a video I put up today. I was by the poppy shop and liquor store across from the Social Security office on Springfield Avenue, shop right down the street. And the guy out there with no legs, you feel me? We chop it up sometime, give him 50 cents, give him $1 once in a while. And am I promoting to everybody? Because I don't promote enough locally. I really don't. But this guy told him, check out that Dutch40 because you won't like it, blah, blah, blah. Like I really hit him up. And when I saw him today, I said, oh, you didn't listen to it because you was too busy. If somebody don't tell me about it, I know they didn't listen. When people listen, they used to come to me. And this guy told me that people told him about me. No, I didn't get to check it out because I don't got a phone. But you know, the young boys, they know about you. They said you don't do drill. They said you more like Tupac and not like he was really so. And it made me real proud. It made me real proud. Cause like you started with, I do put my life on the line in every rhyme. The work I did. God bless Chief of Deuce, God rest their souls. They told me, "Oh, you're gonna get in so much trouble." And like I said on Brock's show last night on A Squad, I've been round down on cops. People have done as much graffiti work as me, and got when the cops got them, they effed them up. Like people got effed up and didn't get to sue. Tier 1, they came down on him and he got locked up. This and that. And I stood with I walked the path that God puts me on, and when the cops ran down on me, I said what I had to say, and I'm unscathed. And just being a nonconformist, and the kids probably don't know that word, but they see the actions. They know they know what I'm about, and as long as I start that reverberation, and so I know that my life won't be infinite. I'm just trying to cause as I am trying to monetize on my talents, but I'm trying to cause as much revolutionary rebel believing in yourself as royalty and connected with God. I'm trying to cause that reverberation as much as possible. So when I go, it's gonna be like a tuning fork. You feel me? Like that. That's why one song that you never heard when one of my old projects probably disappeared. That the one I talked to you about that I recorded, my first one. I said, "One man army, guns can't harm me. Gonna make your mama sorry walking up on me. One man army, guns." Because I'm not physical. I'm not physical. I know that. I know I'm bigger than this. I know that. I know people could feel me when I'm not touching them. I know that. And that's without the music. So I put all that into the music. You understand? And so there's a way to get the stuff on my distro kid so that it'll stay up there forever. You understand? I got so much I got so much content, and I'm still and before we go, I am trying to make a documentary to talk about my mother, my family, their parents, my brother, his story, Chief's story. Like I want to put all those videos. It like imagine an hour and a half, 2 hour of story hip hop videos. You get to hear all of it. We walk down the streets that Chief walked down. We talk to his friends. We do interviews. We do video. We got too much. We got it. This is on my heart. This is on my heart, Karev. This is on my heart. I swear to God. And so I do want to make sure the story is told and the world knows the truth about what we did, why we did it. KGB, it has we did the culture cipher. We did the culture cipher for 2 years on Park Avenue. We killed it at the Armory before the Army was there. Back in the 90s, we was with Chief. We was backing them up. We like KGB is has made history. Whether you know it, whether or not, we were diligent, we were positive. Chief touched many lives. Deuce touched many. I'm talking about as far as you know what I'm talking about with the children. Deuce helped so many people get to a better situation, get their diplomas, and like thousands. You understand? Um, and whatever I did in the streets, I did it so the kids could see that it. No, I'm not a gangster. I don't gotta be. I don't want to be. I don't want to be a gangster. How can a gang member be an individual? You're not a gang without the gang. You understand? But you know that's you know that is all you gotta do is flip it. All you gotta do is flip it. Like the poison in the language, the poison in the society. All we gotta do is reverse the message to see the truth. That's I never got to tell you that. I'm telling you, because they like white is clean, black is dirty. You just got to reverse it. We civilized them and told them don't sleep with those animals. Put them in a damn pen. You understand? They came to us and said, "Oh, y'all don't got shirts on. Y'all savages. You understand? Like they just flipped it on us. They just flipped it on us." And you know what else they flipped? Because my wife said it. She saw like one of the leaders of Ghana or whatever. He let them come in and enslave his people because they gave him some mirrors, nothing of value. They flipped it on him. Oh, you can see yourself. Oh God, take these people and their generations into slavery. You understand? Yeah, other people were slaves. Other people went through slavery. So there might even been some black slave owners. But white people came up with the idea that you're a slave. Your grandchildren's grandchildren. They what's that? The Mormons said, "Oh, you're my slave. We gonna die. You be my slave in heaven." Come on, just reverse it. Just reverse it. Just reverse it. I'm telling you, when I talk to people, I I'll tell you two things before we end. I don't know if you got limited time, but as far as movies being the essence of my come up, besides different pop cultures, sitcoms, two movies, School Days, when what what was my man's name with the glasses? He was the leader. He was the leader of the good guys. He was the father in Boys in the Hood. Morpheus in
I
School
remember
Days.
his name is for School Days, but go ahead.
No, no. I'm talking about in real life.
Oh, Larry Fishburne.
So yeah, Lawrence Fishburne in School Days, when his girl was trying to go in, like he was out there with people in the late night having the conversations. You understand? I was like, that's where my movement is with the people. There was a time I was in a depression and I didn't have the money. I was watching Paid in Full, and the man was working in the cleaners, in the cleaners. And he was looking out the window. He saw money falling, and something told me there's money in the streets. You understand? And so that's when I started. My movement is ground level. When I talk to the people, we're talking about what we're talking about now. You understand? My fans are like minds, like individuals. My fans are my rebel babies. You understand? And I represent a whole nation of us. Even if you're not a fan, but you got the same mindset, you down with the group. You understand? We want better.
Yo, shout out to Wanting Better, because that's what it's all about. If you like what you're seeing tonight, make sure you subscribe to Heritage Hip Hop on all social media platforms. Subscribe to Heritage Hip Hop on YouTube. Follow us wherever you stream your podcast, as this, if you're not hearing it there already, it will be available on Spotify, Apple Music, or wherever you stream your podcast. Thank you for listening. Make sure you hit that like button, comment, share the video. Check out tpublic.com/heritage hip hop for t-shirts, mugs, whatever. If you want to donate, we got $ heritage hip hop on the Cash App. All money that we get is geared towards building this platform, because I want to have an in-person award show. I want to start throwing showcases and highlighting these artists that people may not know, because at the end of the day, Even though hip hop is in the street, we are also worldwide if we allow ourselves to be.
Mm-hmm.
So let's get there together.
Yo, Karev.
What's up, bro?
Before you sign off, it's your boy. You sign off now, right?
Nah, yeah, but you ain't gave me your social media yet.
Nah, it's just Dutch40. Dutch40 on everything. You feel me? It's the Rebel King, Rebel God Ares, the God of War. You feel me? The Most High. If you see the hat, it's so soft. I'm the Rebel Goat.
Okay.
You feel me? I believe that there's categories for goats. I call Eminem the Billy Goat. You feel me? But me, I'm the Rebel Goat. Grazer all time Rebel. I'm in the streets. You feel me? I put my life on the line. Every rhyme a line. You feel me? It's Dutch40. No crack in the rap. No curse in the verse. My fan base 8 to 80 gangsters. Grandma likes the music. You feel me? I'm trying to balance the ratchet with the righteous. In the streets, somebody told me I'm trying to buy buff for my man. He's like, yo, you know they call you the 4-Pac. He said that. So now when I pitch people, I say, yo, instead of 2-Pac, they call me 4-Pac. That's 2-Pac squared. That's more Pac for you. You feel me? Stop playing. I don't play no games, bro. And then tell me if I'm wrong, because the proof is in the pudding. You heard it, bro. I'm telling you. We got quality. We got heat. My man Vex, he's rapping on Coast to Coast. He's doing his thing, but he made the majority of the beats for this album. He's the new Dre. The beats is immaculate. The beats touch my soul. Promises, just the beat itself almost brought a tear to my eye. I was about to write. I felt that tear. I'd put the phone to the side. I'm like, nah, that beat's for me. Nah, I'm not going to do it, bro. Don't let it fall. I did that one tear fell like Dylan watching in Glory. I'm like, all right, we gonna start writing. It's like, straight up.
You shout out.
Weird.
If you're watching this live on Instagram will not save this live. So please subscribe to heritagehiphop.com. On YouTube, you can see all that's going on. Oh, and check it out. Happy Black History Month to everybody out there. And we're running the Truth Behind Bars series where we ask you, is this artist's best feature verse? Check out the post and let me know what you think. All right. How do you like being on Heritage Hip Hop? Or would you recommend this to somebody else?
Of course I would, yo. It's the best platform out of Jersey. You feel me? Like you really know what you're talking about. You really know the history. You really got a good soul. You really are about the elevation of the community and the support of the real. You understand? Like when you talk about artists, you don't just talk about them on the surface. Like you break down what they're talking about so people could know what to expect. You a real one. King Karev. You feel me?
I appreciate that. Thank you. So make sure you hold on. Don't leave as yet. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Karev signing off at Heritage Hip Hop saying, may the Most High bless you and look forward to great things coming. I have an ending for Heritage Hip Hop, but now YouTube is taking my monetary things and suing me, or taking my money. So how about this, y'all? I'm looking for someone who makes beats to make me an outro for Heritage Hip Hop. I just need a beat. So I don't want something with buffers and all that stuff. Just give me something dope. I don't want something that's heavily sampled neither. I don't want nobody else's music, because that's the problem now. People are claiming to things that I use and saying it's theirs when it's not. And I'm fighting against that. So please, if anybody can make me a solid beat that has originality in it, I'm looking forward to it. Just let me know what we got to do and we'll make it happen. So shout out to Dutch40. Shout out to everybody out there. Remember, it's Heritage Hip Hop always. May the Most High bless you. Peace. And I'm out.